G'day gamers, VaderG here, welcome back to the channel. This video going to be doing a bit of a swap-a-roo, so going to be changing Storm CTP from a Mighty Judgement to a Rage. Why would I do that? Because I believe she's going to score more in Alliance Battle Legend with a Rage. How detrimental that will be to her World Boss Legend performance is what we're going to find out. We're going to be running Knull, level 54, Ultron level 30, and we're going to do Alliance Battle Legend in the Blast Mutant configuration. And we're going to do it all first with a Mighty CTP of Judgment, so not just a standard Judgment, a Mighty. And then we're going to repeat the same levels, so we're going to do the same levels, the same strikers, we're going to do it with a Rage. Might be a longish video, so I'll stick the timestamps down the bottom here, and you guys will be able to skip forward to whatever section you want to be looking at. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of interesting with the Alliance Battle Legend introduced. We kind of feel like we're forced to choose between World Boss Legend, higher levels, and Alliance Battle Legend as well. So we really need to, whereas before it's kind of been aligned, Alliance Battle Extreme and World Boss Legend were kind of the same sort of, we were building very similar types of characters and building them in a very similar way. So for example, if you wanted to use Mephisto in World Boss Legend, and he's still pretty handy in a lot of World Boss Legends, if you build him well for Alliance Battle Extreme, then inevitably he's going to perform well in both modes, and that's been really gone pretty similarly for most characters, although obviously Brilliant Energy does perform really well in certain World Boss Legends. So, but by and large, that's been the philosophy. Now we've sort of come to a fork in the road with the dynamics of Alliance Battle Legend being introduced, where we feel like we have to choose. Are we going to choose to build for World Boss Legend? Are we going to choose to build for Alliance Battle Legend? And it's like a fork in the road, right? Because it does seem that Rage is definitely suited for Alliance Battle Legend. Tier 4s are definitely suited to Alliance Battle Legend. Obviously, Serta has a really high level and a really high defense, probably as a result of that. So anyhow, let's jump into this video and I'll do a bit of commentary along the way. It's going to be a long video. I'm not going to talk for the whole thing. I just don't have that talking capability. But yeah, let's jump into it, guys. Alrighty, so we've got him down to, well, getting towards the last phase here, and make pretty damn good time with the Mighty Judgement. So Storm level 80, no Odin's Blessings, a couple of 6-star energy attack Yuru, that's her build, Mythic Uniform, and she does really fly through World Boss Legend even without the tier 4 skill at level 80 with the Mighty Judgement. Always impressive, always bit fragile, but impressive damage, no doubt about that. And we're going to knock him over pretty quickly here, I expect. So we'll just quickly zoom around. We'll build up the tier 3, and bingo, bango, James Franco, it's all over for Knull. So let's see what time we have left here, and we'll just record it. We'll record it on the left-hand side of the screen. So 2 minutes 26 left. Mighty Judgement. That's Knull. What level was it? Was that 54, was it? Yeah, stage 54. She flies through it. She's so capable with the Mighty Judgement. So we're going to jump over into Ultron. She usually gets through Ultron pretty quick as well, so just be patient, guys. We'll get through this pretty damn quick. She does destroy Ultron. We're just going to do level 30 for the comparison. We're going to make sure we use the same strikers between the Mighty Judgement and the Rage. And let's jump into it and hope we don't get trapped here. Because of her slow movement speed, if the green, if he fires his green laser shit out, we can get caught sometimes with Storm. But let's hope we don't have that attack aimed at us and jump straight into it. So we're just going to do the same rotation, right? We're not going to play too many tricks with the rotations. Just going to throw the 2 skill in here and there. It's got quite a nice bit of burst damage as well. But the real focus is on that 3-5-4, and then the 3-5-4 tier 3, and then the next rotation after the tier 3. Once the accumulation is activated from the tier 3 skill, that's the money bringer. So we're just going to zoom through it quickly. Yeah, I'm going to swap over quickly. I don't want to get trapped with those little black cyclones, and yeah, I reckon we'll see some fireworks here. Let's see. He's going to put a heal out there as well with Ancient One. She's pretty good as a lead Ancient One just because of that fact. I do like her when you're playing characters who, well, firstly are blast, but secondly are a little bit brittle. it does help a fair bit. So we've got the red attack coming at us here, and we should be able to make pretty quick work of him, I reckon, after this attack finishes. Hopefully we cut through the level 8 barrier. Yeah, we got it. Alright, cool. So can we quickly get through this without him jumping into another... Yeah, we should be able to, without him jumping into another optimization mode. So how much time left here? Okay, 3 minutes 34 left for Ultron Mighty Judgement. So we're going to come back and do this. So we're just going to quickly do Alliance Battle Legend with the Brilliant Judgment on. Not the best scorer with the Mighty Judgement. So that's exactly why I'm looking to change over to Raid, because of this mode. And like I was getting at before, we kind of have to choose, right? We have to choose, are we going to build for Alliance Battle Legend, or are we going to build for World Boss Legend? Because the two, if it's an elemental type character, the two may not be mutually exclusive. Is that right? Or mutually inclusive? I'm not really sure what I meant to say there. I probably missed a couple of points there just because I bloody was mucking around a little bit. Just going to switch to Gambit for the switch. So we're using the Blast Mutant team here, obviously, to give us a fair sort of indicator of where the score is. I think I scored around about 2.8, 2.9 with this team. On the actual Alliance Battle Extreme Day. I'm trying this out on no restriction day. It doesn't matter. For anyone who's looking back at this over a period of time, we're actually in Fracture Season. That's the reason I'm using Gambit, and I think it probably is the best team for today. So we're just going to collect this Odin's Mine. So yeah, we're about 800,000 after the 1 minute mark. This is hopefully where we bring some points while we've got our power boost up, the Odin Force. Particularly on this next rotation, we should be able to get a few points up, and this will probably be one of the biggest points gain. Well, it will be the biggest points gain in the whole match. So we've gone from 800,000, 1.6 million in roughly 30 seconds, and that's just the power of that Odin Force. It's a pretty cool feature, actually. They've kind of done a pretty good job of blending Alliance Battle Legend with Squad Battle. Still collecting stuff. You've still got Surtur as the boss. His attack's probably a bit more potent. I think the mobs are definitely more potent in Alliance Battle Legend. But, yeah. Judgment CTPs are not so good in this. And in some ways, for some players, it has to be a good thing, right? Because how Netmarble have been making their money to date had been with the... Well, obviously, forget... The Brilliant CTPs is the latest in a long line of things where they've actually made their money. But that is that mechanic's been replaced by tier 4 characters. Let's put it that way. Brilliant CTPs don't have anywhere near as much value as what they did before. What I might do over the next few days is actually put together a list at the moment as to what tier 4 characters are going to bring you the biggest points gain for Alliance Battle Legend. So I'll do that in a separate video. This video is definitely going to be long enough. But we're getting towards the end of this run, and we're kind of creeping up on that sort of, hopefully with this next rotation, well, not this rotation after the tier 3, we're sort of up around that 2.8 million mark. Although we might end up a bit short. This run might be a bit sloppy. I might have got hit a couple of times there. So 2.71 million. Okay. So so what we got? Knull Mighty Judgement, 226 left. Ultron Mighty Judgement, 334 left. ABL Mighty Judgement, 2.71 with the Blast Mutant team. So we're going to take this off. 50% unequipped discount. It's the best time to do this type of stuff, right? I'm going to throw a Rage on, and I'm just going to see how much we suffer in terms of World Boss Legend performance, and how much we gain in terms of Alliance Battle Legend performance, and just give everyone an idea. I mean, I'm super interested in this. So luckily, just switching over the Rage, I can hit the max dodge pretty easily. I must have a uniform option set to dodge, which makes sense because her survivability is pretty ordinary anyway. So, okay, immediately I can notice a difference here against Knull. She just doesn't seem to have as much firepower, and I'm guessing it's because of the type amplification charge you get off the Mighty when you kite around. Although her damage does seem to be pretty, more consistent, less lumpy more consistent with the rage, as you would expect. And look, still going through, not bad, but I just feel it, just playing her, I do feel like she's a bit more brittle for whatever reason, which kind of doesn't make any sense really, because she has way more dodge now than what she did before. But she feels, I think maybe because she's not doing as much damage as quickly, she feels probably a little bit more open to attacks. Although that's still pretty solid, eh? So less than a minute, stage 54 Knull with a rage to get down to the first phase. That's pretty damn good. I don't think we'll be able to skip this second phase. It would be nice if we could, if we don't have to go through the animation of the of getting the shit shot out of us with all those little creatures, the little bloody here we go, these things that zoom along the ground. Are they creatures? What are they? Sort of symbiote blasts, I guess. I've never really thought about that before. I've always just dodged the shit out of them. Anyhow, let's get out of this section here. Let's jump into the third phase. So we had 226 left with the Mighty Judgement. So let's see how she performs here. Pretty ordinary place to get time frozen, to be honest. It probably cost us a few seconds. That the time freeze was right between me and Knull. So just jumping in here, and yeah, we're not gonna quite get him down to 13, are we? It'd be good if we could. No, we're gonna have to dodge. We're gonna have to dodge the symbiote stuff again. Yeah, well done, Magneto. We're just gonna wait a little bit because these attacks can one-shot her pretty easily here, including this weird attack where the stuff sort of, like a wave of symbiote tentacles comes up from the ground. Oh no. Yeah, really getting screwed over by the time freeze. The time freeze bloody signatures in this one. So can we get him down to this? Yeah, go. No. No. So we're pulling up short. So 226 left. So by this time with the Mighty Judgement, we'd already finished. So you can see the difference with the Rage against Knull. Seems to be pretty noticeable. I'm not sure it's going to be anywhere near as noticeable against Ultron, but you know, let's see. Anyhow, down to the final phase here. Failing some disaster, we should be able to get through this. Let's see. Yeah, stay away from that this time. Alright, we're just going to do a bit of circle work around Thor, just to show him how hot we think he is. And then let's work up to our tier 3 and we should be able to blast. Once we get the tier 3 up and running, we should be able to scoot through this pretty damn quick. I'm hoping. Let's go. Giddy up. Right, so 226 left with Mighty Judgement, 132. So basically a minute slower going from Mighty Judgement to Rage, which at level 54 is a fair bit. At higher levels, it's going to be a lot. But she still does have a tier 4 up her sleeve, I guess. So really for a level 80 character, probably pretty good with no Odin's Blessings in the scheme of things with the Rage. Let's see how she goes against Ultron. I've got a feeling she's going to do better against Ultron. I don't think the time difference is going to be that much. So we had 3 minutes 34 left against Ultron with the Mighty Judgement. Let's see. Hopefully we don't get caught up in any of these green attacks, because they do suck when you're playing Storm. Alright. So far so good. Oh, these aren't great. Okay, just switched in time. Switched again. They're another sucky attack when you're playing with Storm. Yep. Not really sure why I did that, but anyway. I'm just going to do the dodgeroo with the energy stuff. Dimensional energy. Actually, we're coming through pretty good here. To be honest, playing this, her power level feels not super different to the Mighty Judgement against Ultron. So we had 334 left with the Mighty Judgement. Let's see if we can nuke this bastard and break through his level 8 shield. Go. go. Don't let the pink bar creep up. Okay, good. Oh, we're nearly there. We're damn close. He's going for this shit attack. He's going into optimization mode. Okay. Look, we're not too far off. That's all I'm going to say. We'll just finish this run out. But, yeah, I feel like she's actually pretty close with the Rage against Ultron. She's not super far off. So, definitely closer than what she was with Knull. So, let's quickly get this over and done with. Yeah, 306. So 28 seconds slower. 28 seconds slower, so what's that? I don't know, it's around about 20% slower. And the big test, I guess, is ABL. So let's see. So 2.71 we did Alliance Battle Legend with the Mighty Judgment. Let's jump into this with Rage. Automatically, you can feel the power. I know that sounds stupid because you can't feel anything. You got no feedback through your phone. But to me, I'm just looking at the score and it's going, wow. Okay. This is, yeah. This is good. So we'll just see after this tier 3. Oh, sorry, we just got interrupted here. So we just got to jump in with Gambit, then we'll pull her back in. And this will be, yeah, look at those points going up already. And we missed, basically we missed that. It was really bad timing on my part. We missed that whole rotation under proc, and she still feels way better. Yeah, he moved away from me a little bit there. That sucked, but got the proc nicely. And so yeah, I think we're about 800k after the first minute. We're about 1.1 million with the Rage. Noticeably better. Wow, look at that. With the Odin's Force on with the Rage, this is where the money is printed. Let's go again, quick. Oh, we still got Odin Force. Wow. 2.2 million at 1 minute 30. And the run with Mighty Judgment was 2.71 at the end. So much better, so much more powerful with Rage in Alliance Battle Legend. And so yeah, it kind of brings me back to that point. Is it worth it? I mean, for me, because I'm an Alliance Battle Extreme player, it probably is. It probably is worth it to swap over from Mighty Judgment. Although I'm the same as everyone else, right? I like hitting World Boss Legend when I have the time. I like hitting it. I like trying to smash the higher levels. I like progressing. And really, I mean, I noticed a big difference when I took the Mighty Energy off Kamala and put Rage on her. I obviously noticed a big difference in Alliance Battle Legend score, but man, that really hurt her World Boss Legend performance by switching to a Rage. Yeah, the proc is better, of course, but she's just a lot weaker in terms of what she can and can't do with a Rage on compared to the Mighty Energy. And probably not to the same extent with Storm. Storm can still kind of keep up, although definitely with Ultron, Knull, not anywhere near as much. She's nearly a full minute slower. But look at this Alliance Battle Legend score compared to what we had. We had 2.71, you know, with probably a little bit better gameplay, we could be hitting, you know, and a couple of better procs, we could be hitting 4 million. Well, basically we hit 4 million with that anyway, right? So guys, let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about this position we're in, where we're choosing between, you know, basically World Boss Legend and Alliance Battle Legend. Let me know your thoughts. What are you going to do? What path are you going to choose? And what do you think about that mechanic in general? Guys, I hope you enjoyed the vid. I know it's been a long one. Congrats to anyone who made it to the end. I'll have a crystal giveaway video coming up soon, so stay tuned.